So a volcano is a mountain that opens downwards to a reservoir of molten rock below the surface of the earth. Unlike most mountains, which are pushed up from below, volcanoes are vents through which molten rock escapes to the earth's surface. When pressure from gases within the molten rock becomes too great, an eruption occurs. Eruption can be quiet or explosive. There may be lava flows, flattened landscapes, poisonous gases, flying rock, and even ashes that can sometimes travel hundreds of miles downwind. Now that we have a short background about volcanoes, let us now talk about what you should do before, during, and after a volcanic eruption. First, what do you need to do before a volcanic eruption?
Palangay, let's watch it then, Daddy.
Palangge? Kaya mo ba mag-English?
Yes.
Sige, maupo ka na. Manood lang tayo ng TV na.
Sige.
Yeah.
Scientists are releasing a new warning about the threat of a massive supervolcano eruption, like the one under Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. The European Science Foundation has released a 70-page report called Extreme Geohazards.
Bangon. Sige na. Justin, bangon na.
Ayla.
Mariah.
Mira.
Dali, kailangan natin maganda.
Ano
Dali.
tayong gagawin?
Alam niyo, puputok na ang bulkan kaya... Dali na.
Bilis. Meron tayong pag-uusapan.
Saan naman tatapil? Ito mga paninda natin, palangging.
Sige, palangging.
Ba't na natutulog pa rin yung mga anak mo?
Ayla. Ayla. Nay. Kunin mo nga yung flashlight, please.
Balik ka dito.
Ito na po.
Ayun yung flashlight.
Sige, go.
Uy, yung mga pagkain natin.
Mariah.
Mariah, tulungan mo ako, dali.
Kunin mo nga yung pagkain. Bilis. Nay.
Hoy, Justin, bumangon ka. Mag-lista ka ng emergency numbers, dali.
Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane, but I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
Mira, bumangon ka na.
Anak, bumangon ka na.
Mira.
Habang buhay, ako sa'yo'y maghihintay.
Kunin mo nga yung mga gamot doon. Dadalhin natin yun. Bayos na tayo dito.
Now let's take that family as a great example on what a person or an individual should do before a volcanic eruption. So they prepared flashlights, list of emergency numbers, canned foods, and first aid kit. To sum it all up, a person should always be prepared when facing this kind of scenarios, because there are a lot of problems that could take place within this kind of scenarios like a volcanic eruption, and if we cannot aid ourselves, help can be delayed sometimes and could aggravate the problem. So we should always be prepared to help ourselves, of course. Now that we are done talking about what a person should do before a volcanic eruption, let us now proceed on what a person should do during a volcanic eruption.
Monique, lalabas muna ako. Hindi ka pwedeng lumabas kasi baka matamaan ka ng mga nagliliparang bato sa labas. At saka, marumi yung hangin kasi may ashfall daw.
Huwag mo akong pagsabihan. Matanda na ako.
Ate mo pa rin ako kaya respetuhin mo yung desisyon ko. Kaya bumalik ka doon.
Let us again recall on why her little sister was prohibited to go outside the house. So she mentioned ashfall and flying debris. That is indeed correct. Because during a volcanic eruption, it is not only the lava that is a hazard at that moment. Also, flying debris and ashes could travel thousands of kilometers and could reach houses beyond the reach of lava flows. So there is still a possibility that you could be harmed. So let us now proceed to see another example on what a person should do during a volcanic eruption, but this time in an evacuation center.
Mapasalamat sa gobyerno at tinulungan niya tayo makalipas.
Hi!
Kamusta kayo?
Kamusta kayo?
Okay naman po kami.
Saan kayo nakatira?
Sa Bicol po.
Ako pala si Jimmy.
Ako pala si Budoy.
Hello po.
Budoy at your service.
Tumingin sa aking mata, magtapat ng nadarama di.
Hala, baka nasira na yung poste ng kuryente. Makinig na tayo sa radyo. Wala pa ba? Tayo na. Parang wala signal eh.
Hi, ha! Hello! Okay lang. Kayo ni Lorenzo. Okay lang din. Ba't mo natanong?
Ready?
Oo.
Nakita mo ba si Lorenzo?
Nandito lang naman kanina. Lorenzo!
Asan?
Ewan ko. Nakita mo? Wala.
May number ba kanya?
Meron. Bakit?
Bigyan mo.
Sige.
Type mo.
Type mo? Hindi.
Hello? Lorenzo, asan ka na? Bumalik ka ha? Delikado sa labas.
Nadala pa malado.
Isel, gusto ko na umuwi.
Hindi na ba umuwi?
Hindi ko alam. Gusto ko talaga umuwi. Bakit? Kaya ko nalikot. Uwi na tayo na. Sige.
Ay, hindi ka lang! Huwag mo na kayong umuwi.
Bakit?
Kasi hindi kayo ligtas. Kailangan pa natin ng impormasyon galing sa gobyerno.
Bakit? Kailangan pa ba yun?
Oo, hindi mo ba alam? Kasi para malaman natin kung ligtas na doon sa labas o hindi.
Ano? Uuwi pa ba tayo? May ikaw muna? Okay.
This example shows how it is very important to listen to updates and how to wait for the right time to go back to your house. So see how this girl listens to the radio about the updates of the volcanic eruption. And look at this guy who stops them before they could even leave the place because the government didn't instructed them to leave yet. Now let us proceed for the last one. What you should do after a volcanic eruption. See how this family splits tasks in order to clean the house. Ash falls when they land on your roof, they get heavier, they build up, and when they build up and get wet, it gets more heavier. These ashes are just small speck of molecules that could and if they manage to get inside and pollute your water, well now that will cause great more damage.